Welcome to Thorpe Park and welcome to our Hyperia update for today. Now, the park is actually sort of open for friends and family and various other events this weekend. And of course, we were on site last time. So yeah, you know, you'll be wondering why we're here, but there are things here that you can see which you can't see from inside the park, particularly the side of the station building as we look to continue coverage for the trains to arrive, obviously the chain to go in and testing to begin. So join us today and we'll take you up to date with what's happened since we were last here. Now, as we can see, these supports have now been reinstalled. In fact, everything has been reinstalled. So beforehand, of course, there were last pieces to go in, and then they had to take the two supports out either side to get the top piece in. We were kind of waiting for them to go back in, which they have now done. They weren't in last weekend, but they are in now. We believe the stairs have been completely installed as well, and they are working on the chain. As we zoom back, you will see the guys actually heading up now to do so. So up high these guys go to start work at the top. A bit strange actually they don't use the lift hill bits in. We'll have a look shortly whether or not it's been installed. I'm sure it has been, but they still go up in the cherry picker to do it. This side of the station is of course not visible from inside the park, and as you can see, since we were last here, a lot of the gold trim's been put on. And it's funny because when we looked at the gold trim, I think a lot of people thought, oh, it looks a bit, you know, not really sure about it. I'm telling you now, when you see it up close, and particularly you see the front of the building, it looks fantastic. It really does look fantastic. And everyone was worried about whether or not this would be done, because obviously this is where the train's coming in. This is quite an important part of the building, but you can see it's going up now. In addition to that, you can see they're cutting more bits on the floor, so we are expecting that to be completely finished off. Electrics are very much ongoing. You can see along here as well, we'll zoom in very shortly. Everyone was worried about sort of the electric boxes. They're actually in. We did video them from the at the beginning of the week from inside the site, but you can see them now from this side as well with wires coming down. In fact, it's developed massively on that front. So back by the station area, you can see that the lift hill walkway has been installed all the way to the top, which means all the final pieces are up now. In fact, I think the big crane has gone from site. Now, you really appreciate the angle of this track standing from the other side, granted, but we did point out last time that you know, scenery has started to be installed in terms of bushes and trees. It may not seem a lot to a lot of people, but you know, these will form a massive part of the ride over the next coming years as they grow up. We also did highlight as well that queue line fences were being installed in our picture video, and that is these going right along here, and you can see they come along to the fence as well. You know, some of these will be safety ones, obviously for staff that are going in, and some of them will form queue line, which will mainly be around the front of the building. In the background you can see the retail unit. Not a lot's happened to the retail unit, to be honest with you, and indeed quick look at Samurai in the background, although people will be showing that from inside the park today. Nothing's really happened with that either, as it awaits its repaint. And yes, not something you'll probably be able to see from inside the park. The chain is on. Standing back, we can see the lift hill here, and of course the railings all in, the supports are all in, everything now is all in, and as you can see they're going around now checking bolts. There were certain areas which they sort of flagged off, which we saw with cloth and various other tags, which will need to be double checked before any further sort of, I'm guessing they'll do a clearance test, begins. But the big news is that we can see chain. There we go, stairway complete, lift hill complete, all of the supports are in as well, and we have a chain. Quick update from Thorpe Park. Thanks for joining us. If you've liked it, please drop it a like. We'll see you next time.